The contract forms include grant terms and conditions, which I encourage all applicants to read. During this training, we normally go through them, but due to time constraints and the fact that they are available to you, we are going to just let you be big people and grown-ups and read them for yourselves. The certification and signature page will need to be signed by the authorized official, the agency administrator, and the agency staff. And basically signing that document indicates that you agree to the grant terms and conditions. So again, just make sure you read those and are familiar with them. The grant disclosure form is an internal form that when these applications are being reviewed, GOHS staff will sign, initial them, if you will, just to indicate that they have no personal interest in that specific application. So next slide. This is where you will find in eGOHS Plus those contracts. You can see in the drop-down box the grant terms and conditions and certification and signature pages. The authorized official, agency administrator, and agency staff, again, must be listed on the certification page. If you have trouble getting those people to show up where you can list them on that page, you can look at one of the cheat sheets that Candace has put together, and that will give you step-by-step directions on how to make sure those people are there. Must be signed in blue ink and mailed, U.S. mail, to us at GOHS. And we must receive those documents no later than March 19th of 2021. The authorized official is the highest elected official within your agency or organization. The agency administrator is going to be the main contact. And then the agency staff is the financial contact, generally the finance director or designee. This is the example of the certification and signature page that you will print, sign, and send to us at GOHS. Again, March 19th, 2021. Okay, next slide. Next slide. The review process. All applications are due to GOHS by February 26, 2021. This is for new applications. All renewals, if you're on this presentation, renewal applications, that due date is listed in the letter that you were sent back in December. So please review that document because there is a separate due date for renewals. Once we get the applications in, they will be assigned to a review dean. During the review process, at any time, if revisions are required by you, an email will be sent to you, generated by eGOHS. If that happens, you have 3 business days to make the corrections to the applications and get them resubmitted to us. If approved, your application will be awarded prior to October 1st, 2021, which is the start of the federal fiscal year. Some important notes here. Do not make any purchases prior to receiving an award letter and prior to October 1st. We've had people do this before. They've submitted their application and they've made the purchase, and then October comes around, they submit their claim, and the invoice is dated July. Well, that is not something that we will be able to reimburse you for. So if your agency is awarded the grant, please do not make any purchases. These grants are reimbursable, which means that your agency will fund the project and pay for the items first, and then GOHS will reimburse. Don't forget to attach your procurement policy. to the documents attachment page for any purchases that are $5,000 or more. And a unit price of a single item, I know it's been mentioned before, but it does include shipping, handling, and taxes if applicable. So if you have something that costs $800, but it's going to be $300 to ship it, then that item will be $1,100 for the budget purposes. Again, next slide, the due date is February 26, 2021. That is not a long time from now, so don't delay on getting these applications submitted and completed. Any questions that we've not been able to answer? Are law enforcement motorcycles an allowable purchase? That's just going to depend on your project and what your project focus is. It looks like most of them are about lunchtimes, so we'll just move on from that. Okay, next slide.
There was about our law enforcement motorcycles an allowable purchase.
I just read that one. Did everybody hear me with that?
Yes, Scarlett, we did.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right.
Someone asked a question, Scarlett. Is there a cap on the amount you can ask for or receive?
Right. So that will be listed in the request for proposal. Please read those guidelines so you will know exactly what those guidelines are to be able to submit the application. Do MPOs qualify for this program? MPOs in your world, what does that stand for? Okay, well, we'll be waiting on. Metropolitan Planning Organization, it's not unallowable. So if you certainly have a program that fits one of our program areas and can help with GOHS meeting their targets, then absolutely you can submit that. Program income, we do not allow program income with our grants. All right. I want to thank you to the GOHS staff and Shanae Bryan for their presentations today. If you have any questions, please contact our Deputy Director, Jimmy Summer, at the email address on the screen, and he will make sure to make the questions get to the appropriate staff. We will also have a running list of these questions posted on the website. So check back there frequently and see if there's any questions that you may have that's already come up by somebody. And if not, if there's nothing else, I believe we are finished.